If you are consistently plagued with having your video and audio out of sync with Descript, we're going to fix that problem right now. Now, in order to show you how this works, I'm going to create a sample clip here in Squadcast, which is owned by Descript, so they play nicely together. I'm just going to create something where it's just me talking to the camera. I clap my hands one time, keep my hands together so that I can pull that into Descript. It's kind of like in the, in the real world of video production where people use a clapper. If your audio is consistently out of sync, you do this when you're recording so that you can easily get it back again. If you've already recorded and you're just editing, trying to figure out how to fix it, just find a place in your clip where your audio is starting before your lips move. It'll make sense in just a minute. So I have the clip open here inside of Descript. Inside the app, I'm not doing this in the browser. You can see in the timeline that the spike from my clap is right here. So if you ever thought you were crazy thinking kind of looks out of sync, but I'm not totally sure, you can see the spike is here, but my hands are apart. What we have to figure out is how out of sync it is and then fix it. Right click on the clip. You're going to go to detach audio and then right click again and go to edit sequence. This is going to open up this clip as a sequence inside of its own window. It's a sequence because it has a visual and an audio part. You've detached them. They still work together. They're still sort of connected within the sequence, but we're going to manipulate this a little bit. So again, I'm going to zoom in here on the spike itself, and I'm going to look at the actual timeline numbers up here. You can see right about here, the spike is happening at 21.82. And then if I just take my mouse and move over a little ways until I see where my hands are coming together, we're literally kind of like going frame by frame here. So we're at about 8.7, a little bit of a difference here. And if that sounds like not that big of a deal, consider the fact that even if your audio and visual is out of sync for 1 second and your video is 30 frames per second, it's actually out of sync for 30 frames, which is a lot, and it is noticeable. So I'm going to take that difference, 0.82 and 0.86, we have a difference of 0.04 there, right? So I'm going to scroll all the way to the very beginning. So you can see on the timeline up there, as I move the mouse, I'm not clicking, I'm just sliding the mouse. You can see where I get to 0.04 right there. So I'm going to click the video part of the clip, and I'm just going to trim this over, and it doesn't give me any indication of where I'm trimming to, but we want to get to right here, 0.04. I would like to be able to see those numbers as I'm trimming. So I'm trimming the beginning of the video part so that I can then grab that and pull it over, right? So my audio spike was happening, and then the visual part of that clap was happening. So I need to nudge the visual part over. And then when we go back over here and find our spike again, we should see that it's a little closer together. You can eyeball it and get it even more perfect if you want, but I think it's good the way that it is. So now that you know that it's 0.04, for me, for this recording, for the way I have things set up, now I can take the whole video that I've recorded, and when I pull that into Descript, I know that all I have to do is adjust each clip by 0.04. If you have one long recording, like a long podcast episode or one long video that you did all in one take, then you only have to do it once. If you record multiple different takes and you have multiple different clips, then you'll have to do it for each of those clips. So I'm going to hit done up here at the top. And just for reference, this is something that you should do pretty much every time you record something, or at least when you record something with a little bit of a different setup. Just to let you know, I'm recording with the Rode Streamer X. I have my Canon M50 Mark II connected to the Rode Streamer X, and then I have my Shure SM7DB also coming in through the Rode Streamer X. And I recorded that one little clip with Squadcast. But if I record my video through Ecamm or Tela or directly into Descript, then the number of frames out of sync might be a little bit different. So I think it is a good habit to give yourself a little clap or use an actual clapper. That was kind of anticlimactic. So you're not stuck trying to blindly figure out how much of a delay there is and adjusting everything after the fact. And for the record, I've recorded things directly into Descript and still had them be like 10 frames off. So it's frustrating that it happens. It's extra frustrating that it's not consistent and you have to figure it out each time. And if you enjoyed this video, you found it helpful, useful, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're new here, my name is Meredith. I'm here to help you look good, sound good, and feel good on camera so that you can build your thriving online business with YouTube. And if you're using Descript to build your audience on YouTube, the quickest, fastest, easiest, most powerful way to do that is to build a library of binge-worthy videos. And Descript makes it really easy to do that. But if you're wondering how to build a library of binge-worthy videos, I will cue that video up for you next.